All righty, let's get into it. We need to talk about it. Edge rushers. We're starting on defense. We've covered all the offensive positions from the quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight ends, O line, from tackles, guards, centers. Now we're going to that defense. Alex, let's get into it. Top five edge rushers, man. Where you at, buddy?
All right, so number 5, it's a guy a lot of people probably have a bit higher. Dallas Turner from Alabama. I just think this is a really, really good group of edge rushers this year.
Yes.
A lot of guys that over the next 2 drafts will probably be going top 10. Dallas Turner is a guy that can absolutely do that. Number 4, Chop Robinson from Penn State. Seeing some of these Penn State guys climbing up these boards makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
They're the team that I think would steal it from us this year. And people like Chop Robinson are a big reason why. And then it kind of takes a jump here. These top 3 are a little separated from those last 2. Braylon Trice from Washington. He's phenomenal. He's a very, very good edge rusher. Good against the run and the pass. A lot of moves. And you'll notice that trend with these other 2. Number 2 is JT Tuimoloau from Ohio State.
Yeah.
A guy I've unfortunately had to watch a lot of recently, but he brings it, man. He's elite. There's nothing he can't do. I think he'll probably go in the 2025 draft personally, and top 10 pick, maybe top 5 by that point. He's that good. But number 1 is a guy that was a first round pretty much lock this past year, decided to come back to Tallahassee. It's Jared Verse for FSU. He probably made himself a lot of money by coming back, honestly, because he'll shoot up the draft board. But same thing with Tuimoloau. There's nothing he can't do. I just give him the slight edge because he's got a bit more power to his game. But I mean, both these guys are absolute game breakers.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you're 1 and 2. We're exactly like like Verse. I mean, if you have any questions about Verse, just go watch that LSU game. Just go watch him and how he wreaked havoc on that, on that offense, man. So yeah, and the fact that he's coming back is, I mean, like you said, like he would have been a first round pick, and now he's gonna move himself up. Not to mention the money that he's going to potentially get in NIL and all that stuff. So, definitely him. And I'm not even going to attempt to say the last name.
Tuimoloau.
Tuimoloau, man. Shout out to him. And, hey, actually, real quick, I'm not saying that he's from this area, but obviously the name seems, more Samoan, Hawaiian. Shout out to all of those people in Maui and that just horrible firestorm that just kind of torched that whole area, man. That, prayers to all of them, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely reach out and figure out where you could donate or help or whatever. That's just awful to think about. And you got a lot, especially now, that is so, we have really tapped into that, like, demographic of like the Samoan, the Hawaiian, the Pacific Islander, players, and they've been really showing up from, Vita Vea, Marcus Mariota,
Tuimoloau.
I got it, man. Thank you, sir. I apologize. But yeah, so it's just that, they're definitely 1 and 2, and seeing what he did at Ohio State, because it was interesting. The offense was so offensive heavy that it was easy to say, hey, Marvin Harris Jr., CJ Stroud, Henderson, all these different guys. And then I remember, I think it was Penn State, where he literally took over the game late.
Oh, yeah.
And he
third quarter, fourth quarter, he shut that game down.
Right. And see that, and that's when they start really coming on the map with that. So I love that. For me, number 3 is got to be, look, honestly, it's Trice. You talked about it.
Yeah.
That's another team that I'm really kind of like, dang, they're building up, man. Top 2 receivers. We know we got big Penix energy, man, and quarterback. The running game is solid. Now this defense is showing up. definitely top 10, and he's got my number 3. And this next pick, number 4, we've already said this team is the one hiccup that Michigan potentially is going to have. Chip Robinson out of Penn State. It's going to be in Penn State. Thankfully, I know you're excited that it's not the whiteout game, but
if it was whiteout, that's immediate now.
Like,
this year's team whiteout, that would have been death sentence.
It would be like, Alex, you watching the game? Like, no, not watching. I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it's big noon kickoff. But yeah, this honestly, I mean, that team is really built this year to be right up there. I think it was you that showed me somebody's list of what they thought the top 4 was going to be.
Big game boomers playoff prediction,
right?
And Michigan and Penn State.
Yeah, I that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me, especially with all the players that left Ohio State. So yeah, that definitely is my 4. And then my 5, go Dallas Turner, Alabama. Man, they always breed these great guys, and hey, there was. We tend to look at last year like it was a down year, even though it really wasn't. They still won big name game, but you had a guy like this that kind of was under the radar because of Will Anderson Jr. He's going to show out this year, and I'm excited to see it.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, buddy, let's wait a second. Enter by watching.
Oh, he's got a comment up above saying an autographed Scott Thaler index card.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I will give an autographed Scott Thaler index card. Are you kidding me? So tune in Monday night. Scott, let's do it, man. Let's cut a promo. Let's cut the promo, buddy. I sent you some, Scott. We shouted you on the other show the other day, man. Love it. Andrew, Dallas Turner, top 15 pick. I can see.
I'd almost lock that in now.
Yeah. Ohio State.
He's on Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to watch none of the SEC games. Look,
I think he means don't watch non-SEC teams.
Oh, okay.
Because in his next comment.
Let me say something. We got to correct it and Alex, you did say something the other night when you were on Thursday night, and Andrew was like, "Oh, you guys said the SEC was the best." No, we have been on this show fighting that narrative because there's so much other good football in the country, and you have the SEC as the top teams, if you will. Now they have but it's really been the Alabamas, and every other team's had maybe a 1 or 2 off. Obviously, 2 off because of Georgia this last couple years. But
yeah,
look, Big Ten.
Yeah. Now,
what was the
no
Pac-12? Pac-12. Yeah, go ahead.
The absolute elite in each conference, SEC does take the cake.
Yeah.
The Alabamas, the Georgias, now LSU. Ole Miss is always up there. Arkansas is up there now. Like, you've got very, very good football teams up there.
Yeah.
The entire depth of the conference, though, that is not the SEC.
No. There it is. So I see he said except for San Jose State.
That's his cash cow when he's betting.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. Didn't your quarterback get drafted for San Jose State? Cordelicio or something? Or is he coming back? Look on that big game boomer. I think he might be coming back. I know, Andrew, you're saying he made you a lot of money. Scott said, enter by watching, enter by commenting on the show. Scott, yes, we got to cut the promo, buddy. He said Mizzou is up in there. It's up there.
They're working their way up.
Oh yeah, they're in the SEC. We'll say that.